Hey, what is going on, you pigskin homos? Welcome back to another Vikes Nation episode. And today, we're going to dive in to the Vikings' next potential general manager and the top candidates for the job. Now, the two top candidates for the job right now, according to ESPN's own Vikings insider Kevin Seifert, is Rob Brzezinski and George Patton. And I'm not talking about the World War II general. But one thing that's similar about both these guys is they are of the Spielman elk. And I'm not talking about the animal. But all jokes aside, they're of the Spielman blueprint. They're Spielman's right-hand man, which he was a B+. I'd give him a B+, maybe even an A- grade for GM. Some great years, but you kind of they moved on from him for a reason. And a part of it might be the quarterback drafting decisions. Cough, cough, Tavares Jackson. Cough, cough, Christian Ponder. But you moved on from him for a reason, and I think a lot of fans are excited about Kwesi because he was so new age and analytical and forward-thinking. But, it didn't work out, and comparing Spielman to Kwesi, they both have their qualities you like. But, oh man, you appreciate Spielman's drafting so much more now. Now let's talk about candidate number one. Rob Brzezinski. Now, Rob was a top executive for the Vikings from 2003 to 2005, 3 seasons. He was a part of a 3-person leadership group for the Vikings that led the team and included Rick Spielman from 2006 to 2011. And he's currently leading the team through the NFL draft process. He's been their longtime football executive of operations, or whatever that DAMN title is. So that's a big plus about him. He knows the Vikings system like the back of his hand. He's learned a lot with Spielman throughout the years. And that first point really matters because it's so close to the draft. The whole Kwesi firing happened so late. So the Vikings really wouldn't be a step behind with him. He knows their system. He's already leading them in the draft right now. So that's why he is a top candidate right now. Now, similar reasons for guy number 2, as you'll see. As I said before, both Spielman's top guys. So George Patton, similar story, but the roles are a little different, where Brzezinski stayed with the Vikings. He's been bleeding purple since 2003, whereas Patton has kind of more so just followed Rick throughout his career and all the stops. So that's a little bit of difference in them there. So I'll head down just to give you Patton's resume real quick. Started out with Rick on the Bears, 97 to 2000. His specific job title is a little smaller, but he still is just Rick's second-hand man. And he's the same thing with the Dolphins from 01 to 06. And then Rick comes to the Vikings, and he is his second-hand man from 2007 to 2020. He's currently is the Denver Broncos head coach, and he is under contract through 2026. So the Vikings would need to ask and have the Broncos agree to let him become available, number one. And number two, they're going to need a buyout from Denver. Or, better said, to give the Broncos a a buyout. So things get a little bit tricky there, but there's a lot of speculation that the Wolves will call him up and try to buy him out of there. And those are the two top candidates for the job. We'll wait and see if they take the third route and wait till after the draft. They'll be the only second team in the NFL to do so. So that process is a little more unique. Let me know if you guys prefer Rob, Brzezinski, and George Patton. Like I said before, it's a little lukewarm. I'm on it. Personally, I'm on it. Because Spielman's not a bad general manager, but also not the best. There's a reason you move on. And it seems like just because the process happened so late, you're just trying to not lose that step instead of looking for the best possible candidate. But it is what it is. Brzezinski really doesn't sound too bad. Right now I'd be fine with it, but you gotta look at the resume for the Broncos for Patton.